Hi, this is Stacey of Ellis Family Farms, and we had a pretty good thunderstorm roll through last night, and I was glad. We got about an inch of rain, and that feels good, and we're actually going to be temperatures generally in the 80s. Even upper 80s is better than the 90s and the humidity that we were having last week. It was hot last week, but that's okay. And so I was glad for the rain. I don't know. The big one's name is Candy, and the little one's name is Hershey. But I'm getting where I'm almost calling the little one Shadow. But they're both stick-tight magnets, too. My goodness, they can come home with some serious stick-tights. But they're happy together. Now that Hershey's getting older and can play, they have a good time together, and it's fun. As usual, life's been crazy around here. Kinzie has started playing softball this year, so there's been practice like 3 to 5 days a week. So that's cutting into my work time. And then, you know, everything else that you have when you have kids around and everything. But I didn't get to show you this. Tom did this last weekend, and I didn't get to show it to you. These are the steps to my porch, and they look really nice. I did notice he kept the tools out while in the rain. Oh well, can't complain too much. I've got steps, but that's awesome. And you know what else he did? After all these months, he has hooked up the electricity to the trailer. So I don't know. I'm finally gonna, maybe we might get into this house, maybe, but while I'm still alive. But we got electricity in there. I think he says he has most of the breakers turned off because he's checking them as he goes. But hey, it's electricity, and it's to a refrigerator that works, that I can put my eggs into, because I haven't been able to do anything with my eggs for a while because I don't have a good refrigerator. That's been frustrating. I've had to throw away probably at least 60 to 70 dozen eggs because they've gone bad because I did not have a good place to put my eggs. That was, I was about to kill somebody. But we have a refrigerator now, and we have electricity. I'm excited. I'm hoping this is one of our next steps. This is the sewage that comes. I mean, he's got everything set. Basically, what's what I don't understand is he's got everything bought pretty much. All we have to do is just hook it up. So hopefully we'll start getting that. Well, we got to get the sewage and the water hooked up, but we got everything, even in the water, is pretty much set up. Now understand, electricity, water, sewage, you go, woo, you can move in. There, whoever was, well, that's not true. Before we were able to buy this house, they stole the air conditioning unit in it. So we don't have heating and air here. And so that's going to be a little bit of a challenge, especially if we're having 95-degree temperature with 90% humidity. And in the wintertime, we're going to figure out something for heat. But we'll get there. We're moving forward. Yay. What are you doing? You got more grass? Silly dog. Those are my meat birds in that pen over there, and I'm at a distance. And then there's the ducks. If you remember, I told you last week that I had this thing set up over there. And I thought, okay, I'm going to bring it around the corner, and I put their water and feed around the corner with it, and I went about my day. Came out the next, not the next day, I came out that afternoon to bring them some more water, and the feed and the water had not been touched. I'm thinking, what the heck, what's going on here? Well, it ends up that the birds were right where they had been all along, not 10 feet from where all the food and water was. They couldn't find it. And those poor things, it was, like I said, 95 degrees, and they were suffering so bad. So I moved the water pan and the food pan back around, and they enjoyed themselves, and thank God they're all right. And they hadn't even discovered this little thing over here for them to get in here for shelter. So I'm going to try a different tact. I don't know why my lens looks so foggy. I cleaned it this morning, but it looks pretty foggy. Let's try something different. Anyway, so now I'm going to move the pan slowly. This morning, the water pan was over there. Now it's there. And the feed pan's in the same place it was. Tomorrow, I'm going to move the food pan over there. I don't know. And the white ducks and the drake, they've been coming over here and hanging out. I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. Well, I was out working on the garden and was harvesting a few things and see what I could get. And I was looking at the cucumber plant, and it hasn't been looking healthy the last few days. but I thought it's because it has been so hot and dry and terrible, and apparently that's not what the issue. Look at all those bugs. They're everywhere. I would say that this plant is done. I did manage to get one cucumber out of it. I'm going to look and see if I can find another one. Well, I've had a major invasion of my squash plant too. There's that kind, and then there's those. So I've got two different types of squash bugs here. I don't know what those first kind of bugs are, the long striped ones. I think my friend told me they were like blister beetles or something. And I'm pretty sure they're here for the pigweed. They love this pigweed stuff once it starts seeding out and stuff. And bees love it too. Bees get all over it. And since I can't keep the pigweed under control, apparently that's why I'm having all this other issues. So my gardening days may be coming to an end soon. Well, I'm hoping to have enough light to show you the rest of this, but because we have electricity, I have a change in place where I can keep my eggs. For several months, I've been keeping my eggs out here in this little refrigerator, and it's been outside. You have to keep it closed with the battery, and the freezer stays frozen. It kept making my eggs get wet, and I think that's part of the reason some of my eggs were going bad. But it was just down to, like, I've got to do something. So I can show you where they are now. This is the refrigerator that Mom and Dad gave me when we moved them to Florida last year. And it's over here in the trailer house. And since Tom got the electricity hooked up over here, I now have a decent place to keep my eggs. I'm so very grateful. I've been doing my sunset things from over there by the camper, but hopefully soon I can do it from the porch of my trailer house. I'd like to be able to get used to this view. Yeah, I know, more cleaning up to do, but it is a different view of some beautiful sunsets.